Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another fine episode of Let's Play Pokemon Legends Arceus. This one is running a couple minutes longer than I would like it to, but here we run to our mission, and you see Akari asks us. She says, "Thanks for coming." She wants to battle. That's what she wants to do. She had an epiphany. Let's hear the epiphany. She has a partner, but they're not getting along well. So she wants to battle with said partner, so that way we can go through. Oh, look at it, it's a Pikachu! She wants to battle with her little Pikachu there to see if she can get him to better listen to her. So we're gonna try and help. Unfortunately, I believe we have like the absolute worst typing matchup lined up in our queue, so that is going to be unfortunate as a start for us, but we also have 6 Pokemon, so we're not in deep trouble here. Not something I particularly like to see. If I was playing in Nuzlocke, I'd be very disappointed. You can see there, I got switched into the other clothing. I don't know if I was wearing that at the end of last episode or not. I forget. Let me turn down the volume here a little bit. It might be acting odd with the mic, but now it should be fixed. I really want to switch into another Pokemon. Cyndaquil's probably our best option. That doesn't switch. We actually have to press down and switch into Cyndaquil. Yeah, he's gonna take a lot of damage. That's not gonna be good. Cyndaquil, stunned. Okay. You can see we could actually walk out into like the actual battlegrounds here. Cyndaquil is more of a special attacker, so I go with Ember. And I think 2 Embers should really do it here. Yep, there goes Pikachu. Which, I mean, a fan favorite of many, not a favorite of average Joes, so. There you can see everybody gets some level ups. New move. Whatever, but Can Evolve was on Wurmple. So, that's neat. We can evolve Wurmple now. It's nice that it gives you the option if you want to evolve / not evolve in this point in the game. That'll be cool to implement on our Pokemon. You know, because if there's a certain Pokemon you don't want to evolve, you don't want to do it prematurely, so it's nice to have that option. We see type matchups. I know enough about them that I'd skip right on past that. I don't want to call myself an expert at these games by any means, because I do struggle quite a lot, but I feel like we're going to do fine here, so we should be good to go. Okay. We can move in different styles, so here, I'm going to give you the short version of what she's saying. There's a strong style, which makes you attack stronger, but makes you slower. Agile style makes you attack quicker, but the damage is less. And then the normal style is just like the normal layout of moves. I don't think any of it's really necessary to bring into the game. I understand why they did it, because it's a cool add-on, and I'm starting to like the games more and more as the episodes go on. So I definitely get the implications there of like an RPG standpoint of why you would do such a thing, but yeah, it's just not required, and it's a cool add-on. That's really all you need to know. It's a cool addition to the Pokemon universe that hasn't thus forth been explored. So moving forward, it should be a very cool addition as to how playstyles actually follow out in Pokemon. And with that being said, we're at the 4-minute mark now, and I'm not sure if I said it previously, but I really want to deno, I do apologize in advance that this video is a little bit longer. I've tried to keep my Sunday videos a little bit shorter, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we'll have like the longer with some exploration included in those videos. But I didn't know that while making this, and I was streaming it, so episode 2 and 3 were kind of shot in one long go. it really took me up until then to realize that's what was going on. But there we go. We got a Cascoon. Now let's jump down here. You can see I got a red shirt and my black pants on now. And we're finally ready to go through here. Like I said, yeah, I didn't know what the game was really going to be about because it seemed open world, but not truly open world. So, yeah, I wasn't sure what avenue it was going to take, so I wanted to wait a little bit before announcing I'd be releasing 4 videos a week if I really didn't need to do so to finish this in 1 month. But it seems like that's going to be the case because there's going to be a lot of exploration to this game. So that will be the plan moving forward. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and a Sunday video. It's going to be a lot of videos all around the half-hour mark. Maybe a little bit shorter, maybe 20, 25 minutes, I would say would be the minimum. I understand that that might deter some people because they're going to be longer videos, but at the same point in time, with a game that has so much exploration like this, there's really no other way around it. Like, it's really what it goes to. If it speaks to you at all, I'll definitely be having quite a few soda pops every time that I record these videos, especially doing the voiceovers. So there's that. Let's do a rollout on this guy. He's a normal typing, I believe, and he uses the strong style here, and he does a rollout, but I'm a fire type, so it's going to be devastating, of course. Cyndaquil perishes. All my Pokemon are not great for this. Drifloon is one that might be able to handle it just because it has such a high HP stat. And we can hit it with Hypnosis and then Confusion, but we need to do damage. Let's do Hypnosis anyways, make him a little sleepy. He's gonna do Rollout, that's okay. It's gonna do a shitload of damage. It's fine, because I've got that flying type in here too as well. Hopefully we can hit Confusion before it hits. We do. It does a little bit of damage. And I don't know what it's doing, but let's hit Confusion again. There we are. Rollout, that's going to kill Drifloon. And this is the first case where we've been brought into, like, man, things could not go well for us here really quickly. Send out Cascoon. Cascoon's probably not going to do a lot, but I figure a Poison Sting and maybe we poison the enemy might be better than doing nothing. We didn't poison it, and it's bug type, so of course rock type does super effective damage against that. Shinx, it's going to be really effective against that. Weasel, at least the rock type moves won't be super effective against it. I don't know much else about Weasel. I really don't know if it's going to be able to withstand a rollout, but it misses the rollout, and then we hit it with the Aqua Jet again, and we just finish up this battle quick. There you can see I move around just so you can see what that looks like, but that's really all it is. And it really goes to show we are what I would consider to be underleveled at this point in the game. And that's, I think, the problem with this Let's Play here is, and why I'm moving to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday schedule, is a lot of this game is depending on I'm doing my own exploration, which I didn't between these 2 episodes because they were shot back to back. The Saturday night one that came out last night, and then this one here this morning. So it's really like you need to take control over team management at this point, and I wasn't doing a good job up until this point of doing that, like realizing that the game was going to scale that quickly, which is honestly like something I was looking forward to this game providing, being an open world Pokemon game, so I'm not going to knock it for doing that. I really wanted a game where it challenged me throughout it, but didn't make the challenges impossible. So this game nails that right on the head, which I said I'm going to have a video coming out here shortly this month about like the improvements / what I personally didn't like about Pokemon Legends Arceus. Being somewhat through the game by the time that video comes out. I'll have a better idea of exactly the details I'm going to give. I don't want to give any of that away this episode. But I will say that is definitely a plus. That it's challenging out of the get-go. It's not like you could just breeze through the game like you can in previous Pokemon games. Like, you really need to spend time exploring, ranking up EXP and things like that. So it's very cool and very different, which I really appreciate. It's a good change of pace. Some of the exploration earlier on, not a huge fan of, but I will tell you, in this second episode, or in this third episode, I get very more comfortable with what it's doing, and I enjoy it a lot more at this point in time of the game than I did previously, because I'm starting to get the hang of it. Things are starting to come to me where, like, like, things are just starting to become more interesting, and I'm really starting to love this form of Pokemon content. I think it'll take until I go back and play Leaf Green again after playing Kingdom Hearts to decide if, like, I like this Pokemon content versus the previous Pokemon content. But I would say, as of until right now, this Pokemon content is great for the generation that we're playing in. So you can see I'm a little bit more familiar on how to break blocks and actually get items and things like that now. Like I said, it just took a lot of me playing through it to realize, like, how to adequately play through it. Let's throw him. Let's get that stuff. You can see, oh my goodness, this guy hopped out of a tree. I'm just going to try and catch him right off the bat, I think. Wow, that did a lot of damage. I was not expecting that. Let's just try to throw a Pokeball at him. Because he's not that great of a Pokemon to catch, but we need to fill out our Pokedex too, so. There we go. We got him in one try. That's nice. And here we go up here. Later in the night, you can see as I'm playing, I end up running into a Stantler, which I really want. Cool Pokemon. Hopefully we are able to catch a Stantler here. There we go. We got him in one try. Very nice. And he's level 11. It's pretty impressive at this point. There's a Zubat down there. All other sorts of crazy stuff. And then as we run around the bend here, you know, I see this item, I want to pick it up, so I throw my Pokemon at him so we can pick up the items. And then I see something over there. And I don't know what that is in the distance, but that really looks like a Chimchar. Like the little flare on the tail, the little red body. I'm pretty certain that's a Chimchar. I can't hit him from this angle. He's alerted now, but he's running. So I decided to run after him. I'm like 99. That was a Chimchar. That was a Chimchar. He jumps off this cliff and then is just gone. I don't see him anywhere. So let's jump back to the actual story. I go and I explore a couple things there, but really disappointed I didn't get the Chimchar. I know the Sinnoh starters are out here roaming. They're a lot more rare than the other Pokemon, but you could still definitely find them. So I was kind of disappointed there. Number one, that I didn't get to catch a Chimchar. Number two, that Chimchar was the first one I saw, because, like, Turtwig would be nice. I really need a good grass-type Pokemon on my team to make us a little more well-balanced, but especially because I picked Cyndaquil as my starter. But it's cool to see those starters out here, you know, just kind of living through the ecosystem, which makes sense with what the Pokemon's trying to state. And here's this guy. We had this guy in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Cricketone. We got him on the team. You know, temporarily, because there was an EXP all. It wasn't like I used him. Another soda pop. Wasn't like I used him because he was a grand team member as much as I used him as like a filler for a little bit there, but he's a cool Pokemon. He'll be our first Alpha Pokemon that we actually get to battle with. I know last episode we saw an Alpha Pokemon, but we ran away scared because Average Joe was a little punk and could not deal with the alpha Pokemon because he thought he was going to die. But at least this time around, we're going to handle him. We're going to take care of business here, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of what we need to take care of. Battle him. Hopefully catch this guy. I think we should start with Cyndaquil. Starly would work as well. Okay, apparently we can't throw... I don't know, because it's our first one, we can't throw a Pokemon on him, I guess. Hopefully it starts with Starly. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Give me some good details there. I'm just not sure how this is going to play out, so I actually do have to read that. But it uses that, which is pretty devastating. We should just use Aerial Ace. Gust, maybe Strong Style. Will be a little bit slower, but it'll do more damage. It's gonna use Aerial Ace and knock us out of there. It's okay, Starly. You did a good job. Cyndaquil is probably the next best. Okay, Cyndaquil, go ahead, fight. I'm hoping an Ember doesn't kill it here. Okay, it brought it down to red health and it gave it a burn though. So Aerial Ace isn't going to kill us, and the burn isn't going to kill it. But a burn will kill it in the next turn or so. So hopefully we can throw a Pokeball here and just catch this alpha Pokemon. I don't intend to keep him on the team, but I also don't... Okay, excellent. Excellent. There we go, everybody gets some EXP, some new moves learned, things like that. Good. Honestly, I like my wardrobe, and I feel like the hair color and things like that kind of match with what I got going on, so. She heals up our Pokemon. Here we What in the world? I'm really hoping this is an evolution of Stantler. I'm really hoping I can evolve my Stantler into this Pokemon here. I'm actually searching it up as we talk. It says that you can evolve a Stantler into these guys, but it's a more complicated process which involves using a certain move a specific number of times. Okay. Okay, here we go. Find a Stantler. Got the Stantler. Make sure it has the move Psychic Bash. Psych Shield Bash. You'll need to make sure it has the move Psychic Bash. It's this move that is intrinsically linked to evolving Stantler into Wayndler. But you'll need to make sure your Stantler uses Psychic Bash in Agile style 20 times in order to make it capable of evolving. It also needs to be at least level 31. Okay. Once it's done, the required amount of Psych Shield bashes. It's then just a case of hitting X. Okay. So we need to use Psych Shield Bash 20 times and then let it hit level 21. That's apparently all it takes. But here's a rundown on like what the actual... Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. Here's a rundown on like some of the stats you get after beating a level, like what they look like. Once you run through a mission. And and check out for the day. Oh boy. And I included this. This is a fight between the Diamond and Pearl team. It really, for me, has held no bearing over the rest of the game. I don't understand what they're bickering about. I really don't care. There's some Pokemon that's arguing throughout the land that is getting them going crazy, and they really want to go and deal with that problem. I understand their frustrations, but at the same point in time, I just want to explore and have a good time. This is like my third day being on planet Earth as far as this game is concerned. So it's very... Their problems are very minuscule to me at this point in time, to say the least. I'm not like, oh my god, I gotta go to solve this right away. Even though that's how the game plays it off, it's one of those things the game tries to add on to make you feel like everything's in a hurry here. So, you know, there's that element of it. And we can look at our Pokemon here. And Cascoon is ready to evolve. A cool ass aspect. Hopefully we get a Beautifly. Hopefully we don't get a Dustox here, because I really don't like Dustox. We get a Dustox. Jesus. Okay. Alright. Good enough, I guess. He's okay. Check his moves. He knows Poison, Sting, Tackle, Iron Defense, and Poison Powder. Good for catching Pokemon, not much else. You can see here I start to get more familiar with like checking out the moves and stuff like that. Like I said, it's just, this game is a lot of like exploration, like searching things that are going on and learning more and more about the game each time you play it. So that's why I'm checking each of their moves and things like that. But let's jump up here so we can finish this conversation with these two bozos here. We're talking about Commando. I don't even know what that is. I don't know. Like, they drop so many story elements on you that you have no element of knowing prior to the actual story happening, that it's unfair to like, I can't go into enough detail, and it's something you're going to see in the episode coming out this month. Not of this Let's Play, but in the additional random folder, where it's like, what are people even talking about? It gives me enough to like ponder over what's going on, but like there needs to be a little bit of explanation for me to feel like I need to get involved in this situation, because right now I feel like I could just step away and go on, continue exploring, and nothing would change. But apparently I need to go and beat one Pokemon now, or one species of Pokemon, or something like that, and go and deal with it. Like, none of it makes sense. It does not make sense at all in the slightest. And it becomes very infuriating, because it's like, if the game would just take a minute to explain this to me versus how to roll in the middle of the field, it would be a much smoother process. Like, you don't need to explain how I need to roll. You don't need to explain how to make Pokeballs. You don't need to explain how to do all that stuff without giving like the brief explanation. But you need to explain this part, and you're not explaining it at all. Maybe you could read the text on screen, because I very rarely read. I wear glasses and can't see very far. Like 10 feet is like the maximum. But I'm reading through this like briefly and don't understand what they're talking about at all. And maybe it's because I don't know that Pokemon by name. But I really think it's just poorly described in this instance. Like, I have no idea what they're talking about. To me, they're just going off on some random thing that's going on about a Pokemon being invasive in a certain area, and somebody needs to deal with it. And it's like, well, these two are the leaders of Diamond and Pearl teams. Why don't you deal with it? Of course, I say I'll deal with it because that's the way to progress forward with the story, I'm sure. But it's just very... It feels very... I really don't know how to explain it. It's, as I'm... yeah. You know, as you grow up with the series, it's like, especially because we're going back to the past where things are ancient and things like that, I expect some form of people being able to deal with their own crap here, and nobody's doing that, and it becomes very aggravating. And then you'll get to see my biggest complaint here, right? Like, I'm going in to talk to this lady to figure out my next mission regarding what they just said, which, once again, even though I think their complaints are petty, I understand. It's like, now all of a sudden we got the professor involved. Okay, professor's involved, that's fine. Here he is, he's telling us the details, going over what we need to know, all the aspects of the mission upcoming, even though he's extremely vague, just like their directions were as well. She's like, can you handle it? I'm like, yeah, probably. I don't know. Alrighty. I'll go there and I'll check it out, ma'am. We need to speak with you. And, like, this is... Why weren't they there from the beginning? This is what aggravates me in this game. Is, like, it extends every interaction I have with people by 5. Because, like, it's like, oh, I also need to speak with you. I also need to talk. It's... Man... This game could have been the best Pokemon game that ever came out. But they insist on holding your hand throughout the entirety of the game, to the point that, like, exploring and figuring out this information that he's telling you is non-existent. Like, they could have made it that you had to talk to people in the overworld to figure this shit out. But instead, they force it down your throat, so that way you can't miss a beat moving in the story, which I accept and I appreciate, because I'm not one to go and explore all that much. But when I was told I was getting a Pokemon world filled with exploration, I intended on exploring every little element, to which they've removed that. Like, it's... If you're gonna change the dynamic, make it so I have to do things differently. Don't make it so I have to do things the exact same without gym battles. It's... Oh... It just becomes so much of a pain point playing forward that it makes me so extremely aggravated that they would even consider doing such a thing. Okay, this guy's calling me from the side here. And you see, I keep getting fucking pulled away. I just want to go and explore, dude. I just want to play the game that you presented to me for $60. I just want to play that game. Just let me play that game. And it's not... I don't dislike the game. The game just becomes frustrating on so many elements that it doesn't need to be frustrating. Like, it's like... It's almost like it does it to itself. Like, this game hurts itself. I don't care what anybody says out there that loves Pokemon. This game ends up hurting itself by overdoing the small things. Like, it just needs to take those things a little bit more lightly. Okay, so here we're jumping to... I was out exploring, trying to make it to the next level. I want to get these resources here. But I saw this parasect down here. And I wanted to go and catch him. Because he's pretty big. Okay, that didn't land. He's looking at me. Okay, he's alarmed. He yelled and that hurt me. He's throwing poison at me, which isn't good. Let's throw a Pokemon at him. Oh shit, he's level 30. We're not gonna stand a chance here. Parasect is gonna... Oh my god, our fire type, which would be the strongest type against him. Yeah, we're in trouble. We need to get the hell out of here. Let's just run. Let's run. There's a bunch of other parasects there running around. Little guys. Let's just get the hell out of this area. We'll come back later and deal with that guy, but he's gonna be a problem. Now we're jumped again here. To the top of the screen. Or to the top of the map. You can see we healed up everybody. Stantler needs a revive. Shinx is ready to evolve though, which is why we jumped here. So we can evolve Shinx. Oh, Luxio maybe? Yep. Okay, we got Luxio on our team now. It's a very nice addition. Let's add Stantler. Let's give him a potion. We want Stantler to do well. Like I said, I really like Stantler to evolve into its final evolution there, but I don't know if that's going to be possible because it needs to know a specific move apparently after my research has been done. It's going to be probably a little bit frustrating to undergo that process, but we'll see what we can do. So there's a Starly there. I really don't want to mess with Starly too much. Okay, let's break this guy. Oh shit, we run into a Geodude. When they're moving up and down like the elements on the screen, it means that there's a Pokemon line underneath it, which I mean it's fun to see which Pokemon is there, but when it's a Geodude, it isn't. I'll be brutally honest. Like that's a gimmick from like Gen 1 that definitely doesn't need to be carried forward, but man, I really hate to be like so overly critical on this game at this point because I know I've been critical in the past. I know like the past few episodes have been critical as well, but it becomes so hard to sit here and see that stuff. Also, there may be a slight audio adjustment. I'm gonna be right back here in a second. I just have to take a second break. Okay, I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. I had to use the restroom there, and I was a little bit worried about the pup. Little puppy, what are you doing? I attempted to swim there to get out of that, but as you can see, swimming does not work. You cannot swim in this game for a long distance, which is okay, because, I mean, it was only something you could do in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, so why would I expect to do it here? You know, that game only came out in, like, the 1990s. It is what it is. What else can I say? There's an alpha Bidoof. I try to catch him. He pops out. He attacks me. I get the hell out of there. I don't want to deal with Alpha Bidoof. Yeah, it's not gonna end well. I could tell. So let's get the hell out of there. There's really no reason we should be there. And then I'm gonna include here a cool night section. I don't find any cool water types roaming against the ground. I do find one or two Abras, but they disappear before I can even get to them. So I just wanted to include this as the ending. If you like this episode, feel free to consider like, commenting, or even subscribing. It is greatly appreciated. You know, all that jazz. It definitely helps the motivation making content on this channel, especially, like I said, we're gonna be moving to like 4 episodes a week, so it's gonna take a lot out of me this month. I'm not gonna lie, there's gonna be a lot that goes down this month that just drives me batty, but hopefully you all appreciate that sort of content. If you do, like, just leave anything in the comment section down below. I don't care if you say fuck you to me. I really don't. It just, anything down there would mean a substantial amount, given how much work is going to have to go into this Let's Play. So, once again, thank you for bearing with the long-ass episodes, and we'll see you tomorrow, Monday morning, for a new episode of the Let's Play. Take it easy.